beautiful, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome to a Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day, right? A Valentine's Day live stream. Today, we've got a special one in store for you. We are going to be talking about remembering your objective. Okay, a good way to make it through the difficult moments. That is the topic of today's stream. We've already sent out some notifications, so we're just going to wait for chat to fill up and then we'll get started. Heavy, what's up, dude? Yo, first, you got first. What's up, man? What's up, Edward? Sanchez, what is up, dude? How do you feel today? I know every single day you were trying to recover from that COVID junk, so I hope you feel a bit better today. What is up, JP? Welcome, dude. welcome. Let's send out another notification really quick. This is one of our afternoon streams, and they seem to fill up pretty quickly, so we shouldn't have to wait around too long. I almost got second. Jeez, almost, dude. So close. so close. So close. So we'll see how many people actually join us today that aren't busy doing the do with their partners and whatever it is that you do on Valentine's Day. I wouldn't know. But we'll see how many people join us today. It's going to be a good stream, making it through the difficult moments, remembering your objective. So something that I really had to work on myself during my journey. Sometimes it really does help out if you give yourself those reminders. If you remind yourself what your objective is, we are going to dive into that today. We're going to talk about that. What is up, Walter? What's up, AP? Welcome, guys. Every day better, bro. That's what I like to hear. All right, let's get the headset plugged up, because if not, it's already beeping on me, and we're going to be without it if we don't get it plugged up. Wonder Bro, my guy. Happy V-Day, everyone. What's up, Prince? Happy V-Day. I don't have a partner. I don't either, so welcome. welcome to the stream. It's okay. You got us. No big deal. We'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll get rolling, guys. Let's see. Also, I don't want to jinx myself or the stream, but I have been without internet again all day long. I have restarted the router about 300 million times, but today I decided, you know what, let's just unplug the actual Ethernet cord that connects the modem and the router and plug that back in just for the hell of it, just to see what that does. Wishful thinking. I did that. Now we've got internet, so I don't know. I have no clue what's going on with that, but I want to give you guys a fair warning. I mean, it is working, has been working for a little bit, but fair warning. If it was to cut out, if it was to, do anything like that, you've been warned, all right? You've been warned. So this is going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. We might as well go ahead and get started, because we are already almost 4 minutes into this thing. Anxiety recovery, making it through the difficult moments, remembering your objective. Now, this is a simple one today, but this is a simple one that might get you through some of those difficult moments in your recovery, difficult times during your recovery. We've all faced them. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. You can be doing everything correct. You can be living by the two main keys. You can be living your life. You can be cutting out the compulsions, cutting out the coping methods. You can be showing your brain the truth, and you still have those difficult moments, right? You have those moments where the symptoms can be very high. They can be very intense. You have those moments where the intrusive thoughts can be knocking on your door over and over and over again. You have those moments. Sometimes those moments drag on, whatever the case may be. Okay, making it through those moments, keeping yourself afloat, as Dr. Claire Weeks would call it, and making it through to the other side and really putting in that good work, that good practice, sometimes does come down to, and a lot of times does come down to, your motivation, what you're telling yourself, okay? It's very tempting when you're in a high intense moment, high intensity, and you've got those symptoms rolling, you've got those thoughts rolling. It's very tempting to want to do the same old bad habits, right? You guys know that. Show of hands on how many people here in this chat know how tempting it is when you get hit with those symptoms to want to jump back to the coping methods, to the compulsions, to want to just jump out of bed, run around the house, grab the phone, do whatever it is that you do, right? Very, very tempting sometimes in those moments. And that's where we've got to get the motivation going. That's where we've got to get the encouragement going, right? And sometimes it makes all the difference in the world, right? If you just remind yourself of what your objective is. Now, I don't mean sit there and obsess. What did Wonder Bros say about this? Or what did he say about that? Or about this? No, I mean simply straight and to the point, remind yourself that you're in this to get your life back. That's all I mean. Nothing else. We're not attaching any sort of obsession. What did Wonder Bros say about this or that? No, as you're sitting there and you want so badly to fight the anxiety, you want to use that coping method, you want to use that compulsion, you want to freak out and run around the house, whatever it is that you do. As you're sitting there, not giving in to the urge to do that. Short, sweet, and simple, remind yourself of what your objective is. I did this myself several times. I can't even count how many times I did this. Remind yourself of what your objective is. I want to get up so badly and just run around this house and fight this anxiety. But I'm going to remind myself that I want my life back, right? Short, sweet, and simple today. No more to it than that. No more obsession, investigation. What did Wonder Bros say about this? No, simply remind yourself as you're sitting there not giving in to the urge to get up and freak out and run around the house. You're going to show your brain the truth by remaining to just doing your thing instead of resorting to the compulsions and the coping methods. Simply remind yourself, I want my life back, right? Those words, when given to yourself at the appropriate times, can make all the difference. Those words, when giving to yourself at the appropriate time, can make all the difference. Because although it is very tempting to get up and freak out and use the coping methods, use the compulsions, all these negative behaviors that your brain does not want to see, although that's very, very tempting, some of the most tempting shit you'll ever have to deal with, all right? It's even more encouraging than it is tempting to remember that, yes, this is tempting. Yes, I want to do this or I want to do that. But I want my life back more than I want those things, right? I might feel a bit better if I gave into that compulsion, if I gave into that coping method and did that thing, right, that's going to hinder me and hurt my recovery in the long run. I might feel a bit better in the moment if I did that, right? But I want my life back more in the long term than I want the temporary comfort or relief that this coping method or compulsion gives me. Right? I might want to get on Dr. Google right now, but I want my life back more than I want the temporary relief that getting on Dr. Google gives me. I might want to jump out of this bed and run to the bathroom right now over this anxiety, but I want my life back more than I want the temporary relief of getting up and running to the bathroom over my anxiety goes. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's giving yourself that ultimatum, right? I want to do these bad habits. I want to give in to these coping methods. I want to give in to these compulsions. But I want my life back more in the long term than I want these temporary relief coping methods and compulsions. My brain's going to see these things if I give in to this negative behavior. And I want my life back more than I want the temporary relief that comes with these things. Right? So you probably joined this stream today thinking, okay, he's going to give us a big long spill about what our objective is and a big long book and a novel about what we should remind ourselves of in the moment. No, we're not doing that today. We're going straight to the point today. We're cutting it straight to the point today. You want your life back. Okay? Actually, I'm going to put that in the form of a question. Do you want your life back? More than you want the temporary relief of these compulsions and negative behaviors that have put you here to begin with. Fighting with the thoughts, trying to get that solution to these thoughts, doing the coping methods, the physical coping methods and compulsions that bring you temporary relief. I'm going to form this in a question again. Do you want your life back more than you want the temporary relief that these things bring? That's the question that I have for you, chat. So no, we don't have a big novel in store for you today. We don't have this big, complex, complicated, drug-out explanation. We just got a simple question for you. And it's a question that I want you to ask yourself next time that you want to give in to the compulsions and the coping methods, right? That's what we have in store for you today. A question that I want you to ask yourself next time you want to go down the negative behavioral route, right? Do I want my life back? Do I want my life back more than I want these temporary relief that comes with these negative behaviors? Yes or no? And if the answer to that question is yes, you ask yourself that question in the heat of the moment, you're going to be more likely to stick to your recovery, right? You're going to be more likely to not go down the route of trying to fight every thought and figure out every thought. You're going to be more likely to go down the route of dropping the coping methods and compulsions. You're going to be more likely to go down the route of true acceptance with your behaviors if you remind yourself what you're in it for, right? In the moment, it's so tempting and you want it so bad. You want that quick relief so bad. But you know, if you go down the route of those negative behaviors that the brain is watching, but you do it anyway because you want that temporary relief so bad. But maybe next time, if you stop yourself and ask yourself, what is more worth it? The temporary relief that these negative behaviors are going to bring me, or my life back? Now that's a question. Now that is a question to ask yourself. That is a question that needs to be asked probably on a daily basis, maybe multiple times a day at first, right? Because in the moment, yes, you do want that temporary relief, right? But when you are exchanging your life, right? And I don't put that lightly, and I don't want you to take it lightly. We're not trying to put things lightly today. If you are exchanging your life, the overall quality of your life, in exchange for temporary relief through these negative behaviors that have put you here to begin with, right? If that's the trade deal that you are making, here, give me some temporary relief. I'm going to get up and I'm going to pace around and I'm going to run to the bathroom because I have high anxiety right now. And in return, you give me temporary relief. In return, I'll give you my life. That's the deal that you're making. That's the trade deal that you are making with your amygdala right now. That is the trade deal that you are making with your brain right now. And I have to ask you, chat, does that sound like a worthwhile trade? I want to see people answer this because this is something you should be taking seriously. Does this seem like a worthwhile trade to you? You are trading, and this sounds blunt, and to some people this might even sound scary, but we're just giving you the truth here. You are trading your life, the quality of your whole entire life, the quality of your life, the one life that you get. You don't get a redo. You are trading the quality of the one life that you've been given in exchange for temporary relief when you use these coping methods, compulsions, and negative behaviors. And guess what? Key word there is temporary because it's all going to come back anyway and you're just going to be stuck in this cycle, right? Obviously, you guys know that. So my question to you, chat, is it worth it? The deal that you're making right now, does it sound worth it to you? I'm going to trade the quality of my entire life for temporary relief with these negative behaviors, and then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep trading my entire life for these little bits of temporary relief that I get from these negative behaviors. Does that sound like a good deal to you? I don't think that sounds like a good deal. I think from now on, when you're in the heat of the moment and you want to go down the route of negative behaviors, you should ask yourself if that trade is worth it. Sure, I could get some temporary relief, right? Or I could get my life back. So instead of getting up and pacing around the house right now because I feel anxious, I'm going to sit here and finish my movie with my whoever, my husband, my wife, whatever, right? I'm going to sit here and do that instead, even though I would get temporary relief if I got up and paced around the house. I'm going to sit here and finish this movie instead because my brain is watching, right? And I want my life back. I might get temporary relief from pacing around the house, but in exchange for temporary relief, I've got to give my life. And that doesn't sound like a worthwhile trade deal to me. That doesn't sound like a worthwhile trade deal to me. Now, whether you like to hear it or not is irrelevant, right? Whether you like to hear it or not is irrelevant. Whether you appreciate that I come on here and tell you, look, you're giving your life to anxiety, whether you appreciate me saying that or not, or if that offends you or not, irrelevant. That's what's happening. That's what's going on, right? That is what is happening. That's what's going on. Every time you are stricken with high anxiety and you choose to do a negative behavior, a compulsion, a coping method, mentally fighting with the thoughts or physically doing a compulsion like pacing around the house or whatever it is that you do, right? Every time you do that, you are trading your life for temporary relief. Whether you like that or not, that's facts. I'm not here to make you like it. I'm just here to tell you what's going on. Whether you like it or think that's fair or unfair or you've been given a bad deal is all irrelevant. I'm just giving you facts, and whether you appreciate that or not is up to you. But here's the facts. Every time you do that, you are trading your quality of your entire life, the one life that you get, for temporary relief, and you're just going to have to do it again and again and again and again because you're in a hamster wheel, right? So at some point, when you're in the heat of the moment, you got to say to yourself, what do I want more, temporary relief or my life back? And then you avoid going down the route of the negative behaviors, the coping methods and compulsions, and you start to show your brain with the way that you behave, getting on with your life, living your life, that all is well. That's what needs to happen, and that's what needs to be done if you do want that life back. And again, the only reason that I say things like, whether you think it's fair or not, this is how it works, is because I myself in my journey would stay in that self-pity for so long. This isn't fair. I don't like the way this is going. Why does this have to happen to me? Right? This is blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Got nowhere. Whether you like the rules of the game or they're not, there's still the rules of the game. And because you don't like them doesn't mean they're going to change. They're still going to stay the same. You're trading your entire quality of your life for temporary relief when you enact these negative behaviors, right? And that's the reason I keep bringing up the fact that it doesn't matter if you like the rules of the game or not. It doesn't matter if they offend you or not. That's just how the game is played. Because I myself spent so long in self-pity, right? Understand that now that you know how the game works and how the brain works, right? Next time you want to go down the negative behavioral route and you don't want to stick with the discomfort and you don't want to show your brain with new behaviors that all is well, next time you don't want to do that stuff, remind yourself, it's fine. Nobody can make you do that. Nobody can make you stick it out, but you're trading the whole entire quality of your life in exchange for temporary relief. Whether you like that or not is irrelevant. That's just how the game is played, right? And I want to see you guys so badly break out of this hamster wheel, and that's why I'm giving it to you bluntly. That's why we're ignoring everything else and just giving you the straight facts of how the game is played, right? So let's rope it back in here because we're getting off topic a little bit. The main point of this stream is next time you want to go down that path of negative behaviors, right? Mentally fighting with the thoughts or doing some sort of compulsion or coping method. Next time you want to go down that path, I want you to remind yourself that you want your life back, right? Because getting your life back sounds much more worth it in the end than the temporary relief, all right? And that was our point of today's stream. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. We're going to head on over to the post stream. Oh my God. What the fuck? Post stream is still decked out from yesterday's. If you weren't here yesterday, you're probably like, what the hell is going on, Wonder Bro? Post stream is apparently still decked out from yesterday's little Valentine matchmaking game that we played, so we're just going to leave it because, well, today is Valentine's Day, so we might as well, of course, we might as well leave it. Let's get us some music going, and then we're going to read comments. All right. Let's see. What's up, Carrie? Hi, everyone. Let's see. Let's scroll up because we've missed a lot of comments. Kate, what is up, Kate? Yeah, some days I want that temporary relief really bad. Absolutely. Temporary life, exactly. Life is more worth it than the temporary relief you get from the negative behaviors. And you got to remind yourself of that. Sometimes reminding yourself of that gives you the little bit of extra motivation and push to stick with this thing, right? How can I stop looking at it as it keeps me stuck in the cycle? Stop trying not to look at anxiety. Let yourself look at it. You're still having an attitude of fearing it or as if it's a bad thing if you're not willing to look at it. Look it right in the eyes with an accepting attitude, but then live your life how you want to live it anyway. This is the new attitude that has to be adopted. Stop trying not to look at it because that is a sure way to set yourself up for all sorts of resistance, right? If you want to look at the anxiety, look at the anxiety. In fact, look at it right in the eyes, but look at it with the right attitude, the accepting attitude, while you live your life the way that you want to live it, even if it's there. In fact, it needs to be there because anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on. We've said that many times in the past, right? And it's so important that you remember that. Let's see what else we got here. Does anyone else get exhausted sometimes and anxiety takes that and runs wild and convinces me I'm dying and don't have energy to do anything, like I'm so weak? Anxiety can say whatever it wants to say, right? We have that accepting attitude, and we also make decisions based on what we want to be and where we want to go, not based on what anxiety wants. You're living for yourself. So anxiety's doing its thing, okay, with the thoughts and the feelings, but you're doing your thing. And that's really the point here. You're doing your thing. Hey, that's awesome, D. Like the aggressive approach. Like the aggressive approach. Don't worry, Summer. We're going to get you right back on track. We're going to get you right back on track. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Hi, everyone. Hello, Alien Girl. I remembered that's what I was going to call you because I cannot pronounce your name, so Alien Girl it is. What's up, Steph? Why do our hearts keep lagging around like that? Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. It's very much a learning process, Summer, and you probably get sick of hearing it, but it's true, right? There's really no way around that. It's a learning process. It is an up and down process. You're going to have days where you feel like you're not getting anywhere, but it's up to you if you want to get up and get somewhere, right? Oof, you see what we did there? You see what we did there? So take back your power. Take back your power. Right now, you're not taking back your power. I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, you're just digging a hole, right? No escape. It always comes back. I just feel like sometimes I'm not getting anywhere. You're just digging the hole, digging the hole. How about we go ahead and we'll pull you out of that hole. We'll do it for you today. We'll reach down and we'll pull you out of that hole and we'll say, okay, none of that's helping us. None of that is beneficial. None of that is in line with who we want to be. None of that is getting us where we want to go. You say, well, the fear comes back. Let the fear come back. We want it to. We want it to. We want to embrace it. We want to learn how to master fear. You can't learn how to master fear if fear is not present. How are you going to learn how to master fear if fear is not present? Anxiety's got to be turned on. Anxiety learns while anxiety is on. Let it. Develop the attitude of letting it, accepting it, right? Somebody in chat said, I can't seem to look away from it. Stop trying to look away from it. Summer said, well, the fear comes back. Let the fear come back. We're doing the opposite of pushing away, not wanting, resisting, right? So while the anxiety is there and while it's turned on, thoughts are there, feelings are there, you have the accepting attitude of remembering that you want your life back, so you're going to allow these thoughts and feelings to be there with your attitude, right? No more mental fight. And then you're going to show your brain with your behaviors, aka living your life, that all is well. You're cutting out the compulsions, the coping methods, so forth and so on, right? Right? But you got to have that accepting attitude. To say that I don't want to look at the anxiety is not what we want. To say that, well, the fear comes back and I don't like it, it's not what we want. To say that, you know, we could keep going on and on with examples. None of this has anything to do with the accepting attitude that we've ever talked about here. Right? So there needs to be a change in this attitude. There needs to be a perspective of, I want my life back, and I know that anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on, so let the feelings come, let the thoughts come, and then with my behaviors, I'm going to behave as if the person that I want to be is already here, and the brain will start to catch up, right? So we've been talking about it for like the past week or so, different actions, different results, right? And that'll never change. You want different results, you got to take different actions, period, right? Different results, gotta have different action. Gotta have different action.
Donation.
Oh my God. Woo! All right. That scared the shit out of me, dude. Why do I always leave it on 100? Why do I always leave it on 100? Fletcher, dude, thank you so much for the $5 tip. Says, thank you for all of your helpful advice with a nice little heart emoji. Well, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. $5 tip, man. Getting us started today. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. How do you stop feeling anxious about the anxiety coming back after a few good days? Well, if you're feeling anxious about the anxiety coming back after a few good days, then you still got the resistant attitude. Your attitude needs to be, and when you notice yourself worrying about anxiety, you literally have to intervene. And you have to say to yourself, if it comes back, it comes back. And then you go back to living. See, we call this accepting reminders. So to sum it all up for you, keep the accepting attitude, right? We're accepting the thoughts and we're accepting the feelings, right? Right? And then live how you want to live with your behaviors. That'll always be the two main keys. That'll always be the two main keys. Always, 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 no matter what, right? So if you say, how do you stop feeling anxious about the anxiety coming back? Well, that tells me that you're in your head, not using accepting reminders, but instead doing a bunch of worry with the thoughts and feelings, right? So again, the two main keys will always be thoughts and feelings are allowed to come. We accept the thoughts and feelings, but we have an accepting attitude towards them. Little accepting reminders if you need them, right? And then live your life. Positive accepting behaviors. That has always been the two main keys. That will always be the two main keys, right? Sorry, bro. No, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. You are good. You're good. No worries. I'll take that jump scare any day of the week. Hey, we're going to switch over to the other mic for just a second here. Let's see. All right, there we go. Because we are going to catch a smoke. We're going to catch a smoke real quick. I want to take you guys with me. On my smoke break. Made me jump, so I'm not the only one. Wonder, bro, once you knew you were actively in recovery, what helped you be patient, waiting for your brain to catch up to your new behaviors? Accepting attitude, accepting reminders, right? Sometimes you need a lot of those to get yourself motivated. Just like everything we've spoke about today, I know you're fairly new here, but you've heard us mention the accepting reminders several times, I'm sure, by now. So keep giving yourself those accepting reminders instead of going down those rabbit holes of worry. That's what it's really all about. Keeping your head on straight, man. Keeping your head on straight. All right, let's see what we got. Just feels so damn scary. I can only imagine how scary your perspectives are, though, right? So the feelings themselves might be intense, the thoughts might be intense too, but I can only imagine how scary your perspectives are. We got to change those, right? We can't help what thoughts and feelings come, but we could absolutely cut out the worry and adopt a new mindset, a new perspective, a new accepting attitude, right? Hey, what's up, Tony? How you doing, dude? The feelings in my body so scary, it's hard to face. Well, you don't want to spend all your time trying to not face them because guess what? Here's the reality check. Eventually, you're going to have to. You can put yourself really through the ringer, like absolute misery, trying not to face them. But you'll see that they're not as big and bad as you've always made them out to be if you turn and face them. Right? That's the whole thing about fear. When you start to turn and face fear, fear starts to dwindle. But as long as you've got your back towards turned towards it, always trying to fight or run away from it, it's just going to grow, 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 right? And that's really what it's all about.
Donation.
Ooh, I did not. I did not turn it down. I did not turn it down, and I probably will forget to turn it down again by the time I get back over there. So who was that? Who gave me my second? Who gave me my second shot of adrenaline today? Prince with the $10 tip. Prince, thank you so much, dude. I will update that immediately. Can we show some love in the chat for our tippers today, chat? I would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. Get some emojis going. And absolutely, Summer, absolutely. That's the thing. The misery that you put, like again, like we talked about the point of today's stream, you're exchanging your quality of your entire life for temporary relief. The misery that you put yourself through by using these negative behaviors and trying to fight with all this is not worth it. It's not worth it. At some point, we got to turn and face it and say, okay, no more negative behaviors. Going to accept what thoughts and feelings come. Not going to reach for the negative behaviors. Going to show my brain what's up. Because the price you're paying for this temporary relief with the coping methods and whatnot, it's not worth it. It's not even close to being worth it in the end. Not even remotely close, man. Not even remotely close. This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, chat. It is the worst fucking trade deal in the history of trade deals, okay? You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. And if you haven't realized this already, okay, eventually you're probably going to hit a point where even these negative behaviors don't even bring you any sort of temporary relief. You're just doing them and staying in the cycle because it's what you're used to. It's what you're used to. What do you say to yourself, Wonder Bro, when you get an anxious physical sensation? I am no longer sensitized myself, but during recovery, it was all about those accepting reminders, right? So, for example, if I got an intense physical symptom during recovery, I would simply remind myself, okay, and this was not every single time. You can mix it up. God knows I did. There's not one magical quote that'll do it, right? But the accepting attitude is all about reminding yourself of things like, okay, my objective is I want my life back. I'm going to see this right through. Or, okay, a little bit of energy, right? So you're not going down the rabbit hole of worry. It's just an accepting attitude mixed with our second main key, living your life, positive behaviors, right? So you could get a strong physical symptom. First thing you want to do is jump out of bed, but you stay put because you're going to finish that movie, right? Right? You're going to finish that movie. And then you're going to remind yourself, I want my life back. So I'm going to see this right through. Right? I want my life back so these feelings can stay as long as they'd like. I want my life back so that thought can say whatever it would want to say, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm completely going into it. I'm showing my brain, two main keys, having that accepting attitude and living my life that all is well because I want my life back. Okay? And that ties directly in with the whole point of today's stream, everything that we talked about today, right? So I didn't have, no, I didn't have any specific thing that I would tell myself during recovery. It was kind of just all over the place. Accepting attitude. I call them accepting reminders. Dr. Claire Weeks called it the accepting inner voice. You know, whatever you want to call it. It's about keeping yourself in an accepting mindset, right? To the best of your ability. You're not always going to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, okay? But it's about keeping yourself in an accepting mindset to the best of your ability while living your life because that is your objective. Positive behaviors, not reaching for the negative behaviors anymore. Anxiety wants you to jump out of bed and run around. No, you're going to stay put and watch your movie, and you're even going to put on a smile because fuck you, anxiety. That's why, right? So, two main keys have always been that accepting attitude and living your life, and they'll always be that accepting attitude and living your life, accepting what thoughts and feelings are there while living your life. So, what you do with that information is up to you. What you do with that information is up to you. I almost forgot to add Prince's $10 to the tip goal. Thank you so much again for that, Prince. I appreciate you, dude. We're on 102 days, man. 102 days on the streak. I appreciate it, guys. That is amazing. I know we've still got the 100 days GIF up on the screen. It's just because that was such a big moment for me. And yeah, we're just gonna let it chill up there for a little while longer. We'll eventually remove it though. Eventually. Surrender what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Kate coming through with the big boy quotes today. You'll love to see it. Love to see it. Summer and D teaming up in chat today. Do Cash App donos pop up on screen? They do not. You can use the link in the description if you close out the live chat. The first link there in the description is what you've got to go through if you want Mr. Money Cloud to come up on screen. If you do it any other way, I get the notification sent to me and I just have to read it out. But yeah, if you want Mr. Money Cloud to appear and scare the shit out of me and sing a little song and rain some cash, then you got to use the link in the description. Let's see, did I miss any comments? I don't think so. I think we're all caught up, good to go. If you guys have enjoyed this stream, man, thumbs up. Maddie, you guys gonna give me a stroke one day. I'm gonna turn this down now. Maddie with the $10 tip says Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Maddie. Thank you so much for the $10 tip. Can we give her a round of applause in the chat, please? Let's see some emojis going for Maddie and Prince and Fletcher today. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. So yeah, that's what happens when you use the link in the description. You get Mr. Money Cloud up there. Thank you so much, Maddie. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Who needs to be with someone on Valentine's Day when you've got this lovely community, all right? Who needs it? Not me. All right? When your body is in fight or flight mode, it creates so much imbalance in your body. It takes months of calming the nervous system down. I sit and deep breathe every hour, and it helps. Yes, it does take time. That doesn't mean it's going to take months to get some sort of relief or progress. You can get relief or progress rather quickly, but it does take time indeed to heal a nervous system. Absolutely correct there. You got to take your foot off the gas, though. You've got to take your foot off the gas with all the fighting with the thoughts and feelings that you're doing mentally, aka rabbit holes, aka worry, and the negative behaviors that are just telling the brain, hey, there's a problem. Look at how they're acting, right? That's why the two main keys are what they are. So the two main keys, that accepting attitude, not fighting with the thoughts and feelings, and living your life positive behaviors, is what is eventually going to show the brain the truth. It's going to help calm those nerves. Everything is going to start to operate properly as it should be. Well, that's okay. Sometimes when you drop negative behaviors and you start to live in a different way, it may feel like it's quote-unquote getting worse, but that's just because you're not used to moving in a new way. You're not used to doing things differently. Of course that's going to feel weird to you. It's like cutting your safety net. But guess what? There is no growth without discomfort. So as long as you're desiring growth but not willing to face discomfort, right? Then we've got a problem. So we need to change our perspective there. I understand that if I want growth, I've got to face discomfort. I understand that by going the accepting behavior route and not going down the old routes that I've been before, that's going to be weird to me, that's going to be new to me, and that's going to involve some discomfort. If you want growth, you've got to face discomfort. Until you're willing to do that, growth is going to be hard for you to obtain, right? So we've got to change our perspective, and we got to say it's worth the discomfort that I have to face in order to get the growth. Right? When negative thoughts come in, channel what thoughts Wonder Pro would say to it. There's no magical phrase. You could say big pink hairy elephant nuts for all I give a fuck. As long as you are not fighting with those thoughts and feelings, right? Now, what sounds better? You got a negative intrusive thought? Oh my god, I just had that thought. Let me figure that out. I need to problem solve this. What if this happens? Blah, 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 down the rabbit hole. Or you just say, big pink hairy elephant nuts, man. Let's go make a sandwich. Which sounds better? Right? Which sounds better? You tell me. So there's no magical phrase. You're just accepting what thoughts and feelings are there. You're not fighting with them. This is half of the two main keys. And then you are living your life, right? You see where we're going with that? Don't get caught up on needing like some sort of magical chant, because one doesn't exist. It does not matter what you say, really, as long as it's not a fight. You're keeping the accepting attitude and you're living your life, right? So Don't get caught up on that. That's a common pitfall that a lot of people fall down trying to find the magical words to say, and they just simply do not exist. Loving the chat tonight. Love to you all. Thank you so much, B. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Yes, it feels automatic. It does. It does. But you can catch it and you can work on it. Absolutely. Let's switch our mics back over. All right, there we go. Can you hear the difference? Can you hear the difference? I'm sure you can, and it's a pretty big difference. Wish I can cook you all some V-Day dinners. I would eat that up, depending. I don't know. I take that back. Maybe not. I'm a pretty picky eater. Truth, here and late. What's up, Truth? Better late than never, right? Better late than never. Welcome. Let's mix up our music playlist here. Let's mix it up a little bit. I'm sorry, we've listened to the Miami Vice soundtrack for like 3 or 4 days now, and I want to mix it up a little bit. I'm sorry, Sanchez, if you're still out there. I apologize, but I've got to hear something different. It's driving me nuts. There we go. There we go. Okay. Something a little bit different. Something a little bit different. No, absolutely, D. Summer, I appreciate you guys. I just saw that Valentine Day guy. I'm getting ready to throw up my dinner. Truth, man. Come on. I think he's handsome. What are you talking about? That's a handsome man. That's a handsome man. Whatever, I tried the link, but I don't got PayPal. It's okay, dude. It's no problem. It's no problem. The link is the only thing that makes Mr. Cloud do his little dance on the screen. But if you use just directly the PayPal or the Cash App, I just have to read it from my phone, from my notifications, which I know is not as fun as having Mr. Cloud do his thing. But still, all gravy, baby. Thank you, Sanchez. I appreciate it. I was getting burnt out on the Miami Vice. Wonder Bro words always feel so genuine and from the heart because he has walked in our shoes, which means a lot to us all. I appreciate that, B. Thank you. Definitely have been there. Definitely have been there. Probably a lot longer than I should have, but it took me a while to get on board with everything. But, you know, in the end, dedication, using the stuff that I learned. I wasn't using it for a very long time, but I think they do one of those like on the daily, D. I'm not always there. I show up every now and then for those, but I think several people from the chat try to have one of those just about every day. Oh no, why is the internet being laggy? Okay, we're good. We're fine. My connection dropped down to yellow and then orange, and it freaked me out a little bit. Been having internet troubles lately, and I was like, oh shit, here it goes. Here it fucking goes. Hey, I appreciate that, Summer. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You guys deserve your biggest props to yourself, though, because it's ultimately you that's using the advice and that's going to make the difference at the end of the day. So you gotta give yourself the biggest props here. I'm just pointing you in the right direction, but the person that's got to do the work is you, right? So give yourself a pat on the back, for sure, for sure. Appreciate that, Summer. Appreciate it. During my storm, I look like that V guy, V-Day guy on screen. Now I'm cleaned up. So much color back in my skin. Why do you guys keep shitting on the Cupid on the screen, dude? He's handsome. He's handsome, man. Why is there okay? Why is there so much shade being thrown at Cupid on the screen right now? He's a handsome man. I know you guys aren't shaming Cupid right now. I know you're not. You need to be knighted, sir. Wonder Bro sounds good. Thank you for all the love, man. I appreciate it. You don't wanna change. I can help you out. There we go. Alright, just for a second. Ow, shit. I'm gonna end up breaking this charger if I do that too many more times. You should be proud of yourself, D. You absolutely should be. Oh, it feels nice to have some new music. Not gonna lie. It's my headset, Maddie. I can't throw my headset in the garbage. Then how would I hear Mr. Money Cloud? How would I hear Miami Vice music? Got to change my name to Lightning. Okay, there you go. There you go. Off to bed now. It's late in the UK tomorrow. I'll be full of positivity. Bye, guys. See you later, Summer. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, you are definitely helping a lot. I've known around that really understands this. I'm glad I found you and all these beautiful people. Well, we are happy to have you, Miss Alien. We are happy to have you here in this community. Have a good night, Summer. Sleep well. So much positivity in the chat today. You guys are in a loving mood. Valentine's Day. Love is in the air. That must be what it is. I've solved the mystery. Love is in the air tonight. always felt like I was weak for allowing myself to have anxiety, but I try to turn it around and say I'm a strong warrior to be dealing with every day, as it takes strength and commitment. Well now, Mrs. Strong, or Mr. Strong, I'm not sure which, Mr. or Mrs. Strong Warrior, you're going to be an accepting warrior, right? Right? That's going to make all the difference in the world. That's going to make all the difference in the world. No more mentally with the negative, resistful attitude, the accepting attitude instead, and you're going to live positive behaviors. None of those old negative behaviors that no longer serve you. So you're not wrong there, but we're going to tack the word accepting onto the beginning of that. We're just going to tack that extra word onto the beginning of that, and it's going to make all the difference. I promise you, it's going to make all the difference. I'm a Mrs. Okay, Mrs. Warrior. Mrs. Warrior, you're going to go from Mrs. Warrior to Miss Accepting Warrior. You've done enough of the fighting junk. There we go. All right. You working tonight, Miss Maddie? Yeah, you've done enough of the fighting stuff, so you've done enough of the fighting stuff, so you're gonna go from warrior to accepting warrior. It's time to put down the fight, have the accepting attitude, and use the positive behaviors. No more mental fighting, just an accepting attitude instead. Positive behaviors instead of negative behaviors. The two main keys are what they are, and they always will be what they've always been, right? I don't think I've ever heard this song before. Okay. Hey, what's up, Sky? How you doing, dude? My man, what's up? Ooh, this is a jam, alright. This is a banger, dude. This makes me want to dance. Just want you to know that this comment section fills my heart with blood. Well, I'm glad your heart is filled with blood. Would be bad if it wasn't. So I'm happy for that. How bad was your digestion issues? Are you talking to me or someone else in chat? I can't say that I had a whole lot of digestion issues, even though I don't have the best stomach in the world still currently, which is an entirely different issue, but I did go into plenty of eating frenzies during my recovery. Put your camera on and dance. Housework, living large. My heart too is filled with blood. I would hope so. I hope everybody's heart in the chat is filled with blood. You want to have a dance-off, Maddie? I challenge you to a dance-off. I like to make people laugh, which is a good trait. Never get rid of that trait. That's a good trait to have. And we appreciate it. We appreciate it here. Everybody, especially here, but everybody could use a good laugh. Love is in the air. I like it. I like it. I have a feeling Maddie would whoop your ass. You think so? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Now all I can picture is Maddie breakdancing, and it's like the best thing. It's the best thing. Oh my god. B is absolutely correct with that comment. Maddie used to box? No way. No way. You serious? Never know if you guys are serious or not. My life is like a fashion show at a campsite, you know? Pretty intense. Hey, look. Oh, fuck. Nah, she didn't use the box. She wouldn't have responded with that. She wouldn't have responded with that. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Truth. I appreciate it. Used to be a gamer, 15-hour game sessions. Oof, that's dedication. Haven't gamed in months, but finally found interest again, so I want to game. And got a new keyboard. What do you play? What do you game? I'm a PC gamer myself. I don't know what this music is right now, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I really am. I really am. I like it. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. There it is. Oh, Maddie. Who you fooling? Who you trying to fool? We all know the only game you play is, what game is it you said you play? It's like one of those mobile games. The fucking, only game you play is Jasmine's Garden or something, alright? Apex, Smite, Rocket League, but I can play anything. Funny, I don't play any of those games, but I have been on a, RD, R2 grind. I play a little bit of Siege from time to time if we're talking multiplayer. Lily's Garden, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. said, Mikey, be nice. Mikey, be nice. She yelled at me earlier for being rude in the Discord. She was like, isn't it supposed to be Valentine's Day? Oh my God, guys, hold the phone. We just broke tip goal with a $25 Cash App. And leave it to Beaver. I can't say the name, of course. Of course. Of course I can't say the name. Why would I be able to? I never can. But we just broke tip goal. We're moving on to a 103-day streak. Thank you guys so much, man. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do my best to pronounce this name. Well, actually, I don't even know if I should try to pronounce the name because it's through Cash App, and I don't know if they want their actual personal name said on stream. So there's my excuse. I don't have to try to pronounce their name. If you just made that $25 tip, please let me know in the comments so that I can give you credit. Please, put your hand up and let me know that that was you. What's going on in my chat box? There we go. Fixed it. Thank you guys so much, though, for real. Seriously, moving on to a 103-day streak. Insane. I appreciate it. Wouldn't be a good stream without a Russian spam bot, and there it is right on time. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Russian spam bot. Thank you for being here. When you drive by a campsite, is that past tense? I don't know where you get these, but I like the dad jokes. We've passed the hour mark, but I want to see who that was. I want said person to take credit for that tip. Maybe they don't want credit, but I want to give you credit. So if that was you, please let me know in the chat. Please let me know in the chat. Thank you for that so much. And Prince and Fletcher and Maddie, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. 103 days, man. Crazy. People are starting to like the Russian bots. Read, Wonder Bro, read. I did. Oh, okay. It was under. Okay, that's my excuse. It was under the Russian bot's comment. All right. So I wasn't even looking in that general area. I got an excuse on this one. It was Heavy D, dude. Thank you so much for helping us hit tip goal, dude. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out, man. Maddie's like, oh fuck, just read, dipshits. It's in the comments. Thank you, Maddie. Hey, I appreciate you, D. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Keeping the streak alive, man. 103 days. 103. Crazy. Maddie cracks me up, man. Just read, dumbass. You might as well just say it. All love. You're absolutely right, D. You're absolutely right. Hey, hit me, Sky. Hit me. I like the vibe of this song. Yeah, you're right, Maddie. You're right. You don't even have to type it all out. I already know what you're. Already know what you wanted to say. All right. I already got it. I got it. Just read the comments, dumbass. It's right there, dipshit. Oh fuck. I've been picking myself up on reminiscing, rehearsing situations which create negative emotions. So when you say you've been picking yourself up, that means you're becoming aware of it, correct? And now that you're aware of it, you can either go the same old route or you can start to take a new route, which is a beautiful thing. Being aware of it is the first step. So you got that down. Now, are you willing to break the bad habit? Right? That is the question. Are you going to adopt an accepting attitude, or are you going to keep going down those rabbit holes? I recommend adopting the accepting attitude and then going and washing the dishes. Of course, just an example, but you get it. You get it. We accept what thoughts and feelings come because we can't control them coming, but we can have an accepting attitude towards them and then go wash the dishes. Positive accepting behavior. All right, you guys, we are past that 1 hour mark. Thank you for a 103-day streak. Happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. Before we go, since this is the last time we will see this big, beautiful man until next year, maybe we'll bring him out again next year. But until then, I know you guys will miss him dearly. So we will put him right here in your face. Thank you guys for 103 days on the tip goal. I love each and every one of you. I couldn't do it without you. I hope you enjoyed this stream, but most importantly, like we always say, I hope you use it. This song is really catchy, and I like it, so we're going to use this one today. I love you guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Leave a big thumbs up, and until next time, as always, stay awesome.